Warning, 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 warning. This is a emergency broadcast. Code Red, hold on, Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Podcast.
And Uncle is on the air.
Hello.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're back on the air. It is Friday night. And we have this kind of fuzzy pinging thing sound, and the chat room is going crazy tonight. I hear the noises.
They're in there.
And it is 182 tonight.
Episode number 182, live Friday night, June 12th, here from the facilities of Bocelli.com, every Friday night at 11 Eastern Standard Time.
Their time.
It's 8 p.m. here on the
time.
West Coast. Anybody who wants to call in tonight can.
Call in, and the lines are open, so give us a ring.
The number is 319-527-5016. So do please call in. You can Skype in. And yes, you can Zoom into Uncle the Podcast if you have Zoom. Chuck does have Zoom. On Skype, it's Charles Ocelli. Chuck, how in the world does somebody come in via Zoom if they would want to do that? How does that even work?
Well, that'll take a minute. Yeah, look, we can do it. If somebody really wants to come on, they should give me a heads up ahead of the show. And they can message me on Zoom and invite me to call them. In which case, I can drag everybody together through my little system here. So you just got to look for Ocelli Effect on Zoom. That's my name. Sorry, I couldn't affect a different way to do it. And I wasn't aware you were going to ask for Zoom, but I know Uncle wants calls no matter how we get them. So, right, Uncle?
Yeah, anywhere as long as get those rings calling or ringing, that's all I care for is the ringing. I want the ring sound. Ring, ring.
I got you.
That's the way you need it.
Skype is quick and easy, and you don't need my permission for the phone line because it's just that simple. I add you in as soon as you call in, and I interrupt these guys to tell them, hey, you got a call. So 319-527-5016. And, 319-527-5016. But that Skype and Zoom and whatever, that would be a lot for international callers. This way you don't have to pay to call into the show. Of course, you can do that if you like, but we're not trying to get you to pay any service to call in. So, yeah, Charles.Ocelli on Skype, Ocelli Effect on Zoom, and the phone number 319-527-5016, and you can be on the air with Uncle. There you go.
That's the people out of town. That what you were talking about, Chuck. It's if they want to talk.
Absolutely.
If you're out of town, do that Skype thing or Zoom thing. If you're in town, just call.
That's it for the out of town people. Is what I meant for that phone call. If only want to use that phone call. If he's out of town, people.
If you're out of town, just do that web phone thing. Otherwise, it's 319-527-5016. Here we are, Uncle. This is exciting.
Well, since we can start off the bang again, let's start off with the bang again. With our hearing, we got a number 2 coming.
The number 2? You're talking... Wait, we do? What is this?
Number 2 is coming.
Number 2? Is this... You're talking about the prisoner?
For the face thing.
The face. Number 2, the face?
The face thing. To cover our faces again.
Oh, you're talking about the second wave of the coronavirus?
Yep,
is that what you're talking about?
Heading this way. That's what I'm hearing on the news. So it's something to talk about for
it's the second wave. Are you scared, Uncle?
No, but I would like to know what they are doing about this problem. What the doctors are telling those people. It's the doctors that are doing the work. Leave them alone for the last time, government people. Especially, you know who I'm talking about? Dingbat in the White House.
He's slowing the doctors down.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, we got something to talk about. I would rather have talk about that.
Say, Uncle, I got a question for you. How is it that we're going to get through and get to wave number 2 when it seems like wave number 1 isn't over with? I mean, do you thinking the same thing I am or no?
I am thinking the same way, but the way they are talking about on the news, it's like more people are dying. I mean, if you've heard it, Chuck, if you heard the people talking on the news, for example, the people, they were talking back and forth. It's going up.
Oh.
It's going down. It's going down. It's going up. Damn, people don't know what's going on. But they're saying the second wave is approaching because the doctors know. Oh. The doctors know, not the government know.
They're definitely talking a lot, aren't they?
Yeah,
they're doing a lot of that, and yeah, it's
see. But Uncle brings up a great point though, because it's very confusing, isn't it? Seems like depending on who you talk to and where they are, they're telling you all different stories, and they can't seem to get the story straight. So, I mean, is there a wave number 1 or 2? I mean, did we finish with 1? Are we going on to 2? Are we going to skip 2 and go to 3? I mean, it's all over the place, right?
Exactly. And another thing I heard, the thing that you watch, the what is that? The stock exchange.
Oh yeah.
I got some words for you tonight about that. I heard.
How's the Nasdaq?
They're saying if this continue, it will never be the same. I've heard that.
The stock market.
The stock exchange will never be the same.
And that's because
you're all gonna drop. You're gonna lose your money or whatever you're doing in the stock market.
How's the 401k gonna fare?
I don't know.
Is it gonna be okay?
I don't know.
Might be in trouble.
No, might be in trouble.
Is it because of COVID? Is that the issue?
It might be. And that's what I'm saying. It might be. I'm not sure what's going on.
I don't think anybody knows what's going on. I'd like to see somebody admit that. Everybody likes to claim like they know everything. I don't think most of those people really know anything.
Well, I know.
Well, stop them from saying a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if it's something with their money, I bet you they'll be quiet. Shh, quiet. Don't talk about that. Hey, what are we talking about? What else can we talk about?
Couple of questions in the chat room, Uncle, that you may or may not be seeing. And I want to get to those because you might have a caller coming on soon. So I think we should get these out of the way. First of all, Creative Accidents wants to know what kind of tea you guys like, because I guess he'd like to send you some.
Yeah.
And
yes.
Secondly, they want to know your viewpoint about this Rebel Flag Stars and Bars being banned from NASCAR, because I guess they're thinking, hey, Uncle's a sports guy. We got to hear what he's got to say about that. So there's your two questions, Aaron.
Okay, we'll do the tea thing first.
Do the tea thing first.
I really like Earl Grey and those like English breakfast teas that are hard. They're hard to find.
Yeah, those are the fun.
I can get green tea and that sort of stuff. The jasmine teas and the stuff you get from the Asian markets. I can get those, but I have trouble finding the Earl Greys and whatnot. Those are very good. What tea do you like, Uncle?
The one I'm drinking now. What is that tea I'm drinking now? The gray brownish tea.
Is it the tea that we got from 99 Ranch?
Yeah.
Might be the jasmine tea.
Jasmine. I sort of like that.
Yeah.
I mean, but if you can find a different flavor of it, I don't mind.
Yeah, the one I can't find is those British ones. I can't.
I like also a British tea also, but the kind of British, it has some kind of taste to it. Yeah. I like the taste.
Yeah,
so that's tell the guy on the chat room.
Yeah, we got it. Creative Accidents is offering to send us some. That's very nice. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Cool. And then he's also the one that brought up this NASCAR thing. Have you heard about it, Uncle?
I'm hearing nothing much about the sports world other than this. I haven't heard a game of a baseball game since it started.
Yeah,
and talking about sports now.
Okay.
And he's put on the car, the race cars, they're never going to have a crowd until this 19 is over.
Yeah.
Excess.
Have you heard about their new rule, though? They have a new rule where you're not allowed to, at a NASCAR event, you can't display the Confederate flag. You know the Confederate rebel flag?
That's the X.
Yes, that's right. The X.
Oh, yes.
The one from the General Lee from the Dukes of
General
Hazzard.
Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do that anymore.
You can't drive your General Lee replica on to the middle of the NASCAR track anymore.
What was the did he know what the reason why? They say
because that's their new rules. It's because of it's because of the Black Lives Matter thing. It's a symbol of a dark part of America's history. It's intertwined
what
with
was going on the streets.
Yeah, it's
bottom line. What was going on the streets? That's probably why.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, well that's what spurred on NASCAR to change their rules. But yeah, I mean it's
probably it. Yeah.
So it's
I missed the car. Missed that running around the track.
Yeah, have you been to a NASCAR event?
That one? No, not exactly.
No, okay.
I would like to go to one.
Yeah, that'd be interesting maybe.
But
I don't know.
To go to one on like a Saturday or a weekend.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll say that I used to love the show The Dukes of Hazzard. I mean, I really I was a small child when that was on. I loved watching it.
That one was wild. I sort of liked it because they had the cop going after them and saying, bootlegging, and everyone's, where's that? What's his name? He's going nuts, going all over town. And then they had to go to stop all the process to distract them all because the
Daisy
Duke running around
Yeah.
with the cops, and they said, "What are you doing?" And they get away from doing what they were trying to chase the guys with.
Yeah.
So she was sort of in the middle of
She'd
the
run
process,
interference
with that. That was interesting, I thought.
Yeah, I loved it.
I still have it on my the thing. I can watch it on my. No, I don't have cable with it.
Uncle, how do you feel about the state flag of Maryland?
State man of Maryland.
Did
what?
You probably don't know much of Maryland, the state, do you?
No, not much of that one.
It was it's the neighboring state to Pennsylvania, and it was very near to the part of Pennsylvania I lived in, so I would be there from time to time.
That would be your flag. What was your
flag? The Pennsylvania flag is like a blue one with a circle with a horse in the middle.
A black horse in the middle.
But Maryland has this interesting looking flag. It's red, white, black, and gold, which is an interesting color scheme, first of all. But it also has this. It has like these two flags, and there's two of each of the flags. There's a copy of in one corner, and then catty corner there's the same flag, and then it's hard to describe. But one of them is a flag of a secessionist movement from the Civil War period, which was tied to the South, the secessionist movement to secede from the Union, and therefore it's got a lot of the same baggage, I want to say, as the Confederate flag, but it really flies under the radar. I haven't heard anybody rail against the Maryland state flag at all.
You know what we're going to have to do? Don, talking about these flags.
What's that?
Start listening to North and South shows, war shows.
Oh, I mean, Civil
War shows. They do have them on TV here on Progress. You can get them. Yeah. You can get them. You can get those, and just look at the flags and tell you a lot of these questions.
Yeah, like a Ken Burns documentary and all that. Sure.
What? Yeah, we're doing that. You learn a lot.
Have to rewatch it.
Watch them. You can watch it. So well, actually, you can watch it inside and the thing.
Yeah, America's lucky that it survived that chapter. And then, of course, not that we're not better off without the slave trade keeping the entire South going, but that was their whole of their economy. And then when that was taken away, they really the rug was pulled out from under them. So it's a disturbing and important, and just there's so many aspects to that part of history, the Civil War, that you can't downplay it. I mean, it's still, I think the way that the South, the American South is set up today is still due to, it was set up from that. I mean, from the Civil War onward, it set up a lot of way that things are. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of people kind of clung to those old symbols, and I'm not sad to see them go, but so you better believe a lot of people are. That's how it is.
It's not the Sentinel's gun, but the cover with the X-Men, South to South people, mm-hmm. that also counted as for a black person. You got to understand. So that they're both the same kind of boat in that kind of standpoint of a flag, is what I'm trying to say.
All I'm saying is let's ban the Maryland flag. I'm sick of seeing that thing everywhere I go. I'm here in California. I still see it everywhere. You know it's bad. And again, it's got the secessionist Southern flag. It's integrated. It's not the whole of the Maryland state flag, but it's on there twice. It's on there more than once.
Would you see it when you're driving to work?
Do I see it? Well, you know what? You would see it if you drive around the state of Maryland, you are going to see it everywhere. You pull up to a gas station, it's the flagpole. It's on the flagpole for sure.
Oh yeah.
It's integrated into a lot of logos of companies that are based out of Maryland. The Baltimore Ravens have it on their uniforms.
Oh yeah. What did I think of that?
I think it's on their jersey.
Yeah, because they're purple.
Yeah,
that's
purple
right.
Jersey.
Yeah, that's right. And it's like a bald eagle, a bald animal, some kind of animal.
Well, it's the raven, yeah.
A raven.
Yeah,
standing right there in the middle of the shirt.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's right like on here, the shoulder.
Evermore.
That was it.
Yeah,
that was where it is. Yeah. I've seen that. I see what you mean. I see what you're talking
about. And everybody knows that their mascot that runs through the stands is just this giant Edgar Allan Poe, just running up and down the stands, pumping the crowd up. If anybody can pump up a crowd, it's a giant mascot that looks like Edgar Allan Poe. That's what the good folks of Baltimore, Maryland say. So, they've got interesting ideas down there in that state. So, I don't know. I guess maybe we'll just leave them be for now. We won't give them too hard of a time about their flag. I'm going to keep harping on it, though, until something gives.
I know a lady, Anne, Frank and Penny.
Yeah.
They're from there.
Oh, they're from Maryland.
They're from there. They're
really?
from Baltimore, actually.
Yeah, Baltimore.
And it's the same. It's the same thing you're talking about. I know those people from Jacksonville.
Sure.
They know.
Baltimore's not far from D.C., just outside of D.C.
Right.
Let's not forget that. So, Baltimore, Maryland, and Virginia, Virgin Mary.
I've noticed another thing happening. I've noticed they're slowing down on the riots now, and they're getting back with the thing that we were talking about.
Yeah, it slowed down pretty quick, didn't it?
Moved that down, and now there's something else to talk about. That COVID number 2 coming. I mean, you see, it's the news people that causes the problem.
Oh,
and they're bringing up some kind of activity news. Oh. So what they got to do is they got to make news. So this is what they're doing. To make news, they say, oh, let's drop that and let's put this back on. And then they're going like back and forth.
Yes. Yes. Well, I mean, all the craziness that was happening, all the bad stuff that happened during the protests in the beginning, it was kind of like a flash, like there's a big flash real quick and like a bunch of bad stuff happened. Then that just kind of quickly went away. And it just morphed into just a giant, the biggest protests I think ever in America. They're the biggest ones I've ever seen. I went to one and it was absolutely massive. Went to one in L.A. I've never been in a bigger protest ever. I've been in a few. I've never seen one like this, Uncle. It was huge.
I mean, they're knocking the people down. Oh, did you see what the old nuthead said?
I missed it.
He said, the sergeant said, I'm sorry. And he was saying he's sorry because he wanted the peace people that were trying to do it. He said he was sorry about doing that. He was in uniform, and they gone back and forth about that.
Huh.
And that was what that was about when he was putting up the Bible for the Bible book in front of the church.
Oh, yes, the Bible incident.
That's what I...
Yeah, you saw General Milley's apology, right, Aaron?
Was that specifically about that the Bible photo op stunt?
Yeah, he said that he wished he had not been there in the military fatigues. That's what Uncle's talking about, is General Milley's apology, saying that he had made a mistake being part of it. Right, Uncle?
That's it. He knows.
I saw that some apologies were coming forth. It seemed like people wanted to distance themselves from that event with good reason. I remember the event itself more so than the apologies. I mean, it was just that was really something.
There's somebody in the heart that understands. Now, he did have that in his mind to say, and I'm happy for him saying that because of what was going on with these riots.
Oh, okay. So he made right. He made things right. You think? You think?
I think he made right at that point at when he was saying it.
All right. Well, good for him then, I guess.
Yeah, well, there was also a memo issued by the Joint Chiefs of Staff previous to that explaining that, that the military is not to be involved in political stuff, that, quite frankly, we fight for the American people's right to protest and do these things and all of that. And he came out and basically reiterated all of this, said that he shouldn't have been there as a representative of the military to be politicized. And, the whole stunt with the Bible in front of the church, where the church people didn't even want him there, by the way. He was apologizing for being a part of it. He said that was a mistake on his part. And, yeah, I think Uncle's exactly right. He made right. And that is a significant point of the week, Uncle, on that.
I mean, that sort of slowed down the Russian and the peace people that are the peace protest of the process. They were doing with the signs with the peace sign. They were the nice people, not the ones that gone in the store and tear down the store.
Yeah, sure, okay? Yeah.
This is what we're talking about.
Yeah, no, exactly, no, and I mean, oh gosh, it is difficult. Your average person watching TV and seeing these protests on TV. It was unfortunate at the beginning. There was all those, the looting and I guess you call it rioting, whatever that was, all the bad aspects of that. A lot of people saw that and then they just kind of rolled it in with the protests. They're like, oh, these protests are, look at everybody. They're just ruining their own neighborhoods. Like a lot of this kind of talk. It's like, oh, please, like. You've got to be able to separate all the crazy stuff that happens there from the reason people are going there to protest and the message behind that. You cannot intermingle the two, but the average person doesn't know any better, and they do. And then you get I know that this caused quite a bit of tension at my place of employment. There were some fights over these things, and so I mean. When rightfully there should be. I mean, if somebody is expressing an idiotic opinion on this, they deserve to be yelled at. And so these are the things. Yeah, things are getting a little crazy out there, Uncle. I know that you're here on lockdown at home and you're not seeing, you're not interacting with other people. But let me tell you, you're missing some craziness out there. It's getting weird.
I can imagine. I can imagine they start going crazy.
Yeah.
The other people, they just do their work, and there's only their crew there back and forth, and if any, a few people, but still it's close together is the problem here.
That's what they tell us.
You have to get close to people, and that's with everybody that's working. So that's what we have to go by.
I'm kind of concerned that you bring up the second wave, so to speak, of COVID.
Yeah.
They could also try to bring down or sort of like throw mud at this movement again by just blaming it for the second wave of COVID, because there's this drone footage from the Hollywood protests in LA. It's just insane. It's a drone flying over Hollywood Boulevard, And it's just totally filled with people. Again, like I said, I've never seen so many people at protests. But it's just showing you how many people were out on the streets just loaded. I mean, it's amazing. It's like, oh, man, wow, this cause has a lot of people behind it. There's a lot of things happening. So that's the good side of it. But then the dark side is, yes, the media could use it to twist, be like, look at all these people they brought. And then you know that some people are going to try to blame that on the second wave of COVID. It's like, all those bad kids at the rally and all that, they're ruining everything. You know, it'll happen.
No, you're right. And I'll tell you one other thing is that, on a normal day, a drone flight over Hollywood Boulevard could provide you with some insane footage, protest or not. So got to watch out, especially Brown Spider-Man over there. But meanwhile, you have... You have, and I don't mean brown as in brown skin Spider-Man. I mean, he's got his outfit is brown. His weird guy. Anyway, you actually have a caller on the line?
Oh, good. All right. I hope it's SpongeBob SquarePants. That's
SquarePants?
Yeah.
From SquarePants.
He's usually on Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh, yeah. Well, Hollywood? Are you on Hollywood?
So
Call in. And let's see who's it, and what's your name?
SpongeBob.
Hey, this isn't Bob SquarePants, but this is Squirrely Eddie up north of you guys. How you doing?
Eddie shows
Ed,
up.
What's up?
Here you are talking to him.
Hey, I don't like hearing Uncle is under lockdown like this, man. Are you not getting outside at all or nothing?
I'm running around in the cars once in a while back and forth to places, but other than that, I'm not been going much. I mean,
you got to get outside because this fraudemic isn't going to get you out in the fresh air, brother. You got to get out and get some air and get some exercise, man.
Getting exercise with walking the dogs and all.
Yep.
And swimming.
Oh,
and
okay. You're getting outside, and you're not going to movies or because none of that's open. We're still in phase 1 up here. We got a real jackboot governor up here.
Did you hear about
And did you hear about Wave 2?
Wave 2, Ed.
It's coming.
Yeah, you guys are talking Wave 2, man. We're not even in Wave. We're just in Wave 2 of the reopening up here. I mean, we got a real a governor that I don't even know what to say about him. I think he wants to be president, and he's showing whoever really chooses the president that I can put the boot on the people's throat just like the best of them. So I think he's looking for the future with this. Is my opinion on it, but
sounds very.
It's still pretty locked down here.
Still locked down, you say? So
what's that?
It's still locked down at your place.
Yeah, up there in Washington.
In Washington, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty well still pretty big lockdown here. Some stuff is a little open, but not really,
It's in the States.
And the ones that are open, other than the grocery stores, obviously, you got to wear a mask when you come in and all of this,
That's the thing that we need to wear now.
Oh, yeah,
now,
we're wearing them.
We're going on a thing up at, tell ourselves to wear masks tomorrow.
Are we wearing the mask? Yeah,
you don't want to wear a mask too much, It's not really very healthy because you're cutting down your blood oxygenation, and you're recycling your biome. Giving microbes a better chance to attach to a cell and make you sick. You only want to wear a mask if you're around somebody with an open wound like surgery, or somebody that is infectious, contagious, and you got to work close to them. Otherwise, that mask isn't even doing you any good. There's so much disinformation about this stuff. It's incredible.
Won't you be breathing in a lot of carbon dioxide since that's what you breathe out instead of oxygen?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'll confess, I've worked in hospitals for many years. We only wear a mask when you're near an infected patient or you got to go in surgery. You don't want to spit in an open wound, right? Okay. Otherwise, your blood oxygenation goes down because you're recycling that same air you already breathed. So, it's really not healthy to be wearing these masks all the time. That everybody, I tell people this at the grocery stores because those poor people have to wear them all day long. It's crazy world out there.
It's a bit crazy. I've had about enough of the mask myself. I don't know, but we got this.
Yeah, quit wearing it. I haven't worn one once since this started.
Well,
out in public or anywhere.
I can understand when you're nobody around not to wear one, no. But like you were saying, if it's somewhere close by somebody to wear one.
It's just wacky when you see somebody like walk around the neighborhood and there's like nobody's walking next to each other. You don't need it.
Oh, yeah. I see people walking outside in the fresh air, the sunshine, and they've got these freaking masks off. It's driving me nuts to see people wearing a mask all the time like this, especially outdoors.
Yeah, I know. The best air.
Don't buy on neighborhoods.
This is just something else what they got people doing, But hey, back to the tea. Can I back up to tea? Have you ever heard of Frontier Co-op?
No.
They've got a good Earl Grey that I've been drinking. So check them out online, and some stores have bulk bins that carry their stuff. So it's Frontier Co-op. They got organic Earl Grey. It's good stuff.
Okay, cool. Nice. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, I love it. I love that kind of tea.
Okay, then. Sidekick, what you have to do?
We know what must be done.
Yeah, check it out. It's pretty good stuff. I can hardly hear you guys on the phone. Usually I can hear you guys louder, but
really?
Maybe that's your mix board or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
we've had some technical issues with the sound tonight. I need a new mixer. There's no two ways about it.
Is that it? Yeah.
I think so.
Hey, well, I'm getting ready to shoot you guys a little cash, so check out your mailbox, okay? And put it towards the mixer, whatever.
Okay, wow. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Ed.
Yeah, I just, I don't know if you've been getting your mail or not, but check it out within next week or something, because it's time to contribute to the show and stuff, and I just wonder about these masks, though. I encourage you not to wear them.
Yeah. Okay, well,
not to do it. Don't do it.
I appreciate the advice.
Not good for you. But and what happened? Your website is down. It got hacked a few years ago. I hadn't seen that happen again.
I think so. It's just one of these things. There's viruses everywhere.
Virus on mine. I don't know about it.
Well, maybe the CV19 got it.
I know. I think maybe.
CV19.
Oh. Yeah, I think so. That's what we were talking about. But it's coming back. I'm already working on the new iteration of it. It'll be back. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah. Good deal. Yeah, because your website's kind of like a resource, to us guys that aren't so much into the technology, as everybody else is.
I mean, like you're telling Sidekick here, then, to sort of say, I'll see you up. That's what you're telling him. I know what you're saying, Ed.
Yeah. I need a guide in the technology world and internet world, and the Sidekick had a good website for that. Keep you out of the bad places and guide you to some of the better ones. But yeah.
Well,
and no baseball, Uncle.
No baseball.
Oh yeah, that too.
What
they
the
never
heck,
did
man?
that.
I don't think, talking about baseball moment, I don't think there's going to be one this year. But
I don't think so either.
They keep saying, we're going to have it started. And I'm going to say when. Here it is.
I saw something.
This is already June. We're in June.
Yeah.
I heard another thing about that, though, now that you brought that up. They said they're going to edit it, make it a little longer to make
really? Make it go longer into the fall?
Into the fall. What I heard. That's the other thing.
That sounds weird, man.
That's what I meant to say, too.
Last thing I heard was they were proposing like a 76-game season, not even a half of a season, So, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So I've given up on it,
Yeah, everything seems to be canceled at this point. There was a lot of stuff that they're like, yeah, we'll do it later in the year than usual. And now at this point, they're like, no, we're not doing it at all. So everything's canceled.
Yeah. I think it's a waste now. Why do it? And it's what are you going to do with the, baseball's a game of numbers and stats and stuff, So the guy that wins a batting championship this year, big deal for half a season,
I wouldn't even.
You know what I'm saying? You got to withstand it for a full season for it to really, count with so many at bats and stuff. So it messes up that whole part of the game, and all of that. So
they should scratch it over this year because of this problem. I mean, forget about this championship batting program and the league and all this other stuff. Drop everything because of the Cobra.
Yeah, weird that it took a world war last time to do this to baseball.
Yeah.
But here it is.
Actually, they had in '81 the strike. They had a short season, but nothing like what they would have to do now.
Oh, no. See, but that's a cancellation due to a business problem. This is, the world basically putting the kibosh on the season. Last time that happened was World War II. But I remember that baseball strike.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that sucked in '81. I was 9 years old, and somebody was supposed to take me to a game, and I had tickets and everything, and, of course, cancellation. So
if that would have happened to me when I was 9, man, I'd still be crying, I think.
Yeah, it really upset me.
All I cared about when I was 9, man.
I hear you. I started watching when I was like 6 years old. I mean, I watched with my dad before that, but I mean, really watching the game, like every game I could when I was 6 years old. And by the time I was 9, it was like a magic thing. I was going to finally get to go to a game. I'm
going to cry for you now because for your 9-year-old self, man, that's horrible.
It sucked. So
yeah. No, you're right. It is this. I think they should just call it, and just like you say, World War II. Let's not fool with a 76 game season or some crap like that.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
But I just wish people would get pissed off about this whole thing. But I'm pissed off, but I can't find anybody else that is. So I don't know.
Ooh,
I mean the whole COVID thing. I don't even like to say the word CV19. But yeah, it's just turned everybody's lives upside down, just about every aspect of life. And how many people do you actually know that has this thing? Anybody?
There have been people who have popped up who have had it, but no one close. It's always like someone.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's same thing I keep hearing when I ask that question.
I have a feeling Rainbow died from it, I believe. I have a feeling. I have a feeling he did because.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that have died not from it, and they've been yet. That's what's gone on their death certificate. So the numbers are skewed. Everything about this thing is skewed.
Right, and the thing you got to
that's a sad thing.
Yeah, the thing you got to remember about Paul there is that the reason why he developed the cream is because his health was bad and he was in pain. So
right. Yeah, I don't think he lived up in the fresh air. I highly doubt he died of that.
Well, see, now that's the funny thing is in the months leading up to his death, he actually had to move out of the trailer on the property there because a tree fell on it or something.
Yeah. He moved into Mariposa. He moved into town, into an apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he died. I mean, so quite frankly, it could have been a variety of things he was exposed to that he had not been exposed to living on the land out there for a while. And his health not being good in the first place. So, he was going for a test to see if he had it shortly before his death. But as far as I know, nobody's reported that had anything to do with what killed him. Yeah. No, I'm just making that statement for the record, best I know. But, we don't really know.
Yeah, we have, so far we have no evidence that he had that. So. Right. Yeah, he... that was some sad news, man. That dude was so cool.
He was.
Yeah.
Before the end of the show, big shout out to the late Bear Vasquez. So there you go.
Yeah, definitely from me too. Yeah. He should be remembered. Good guy.
That's my first shout out.
But hey, man, I'm gonna get off. Let you finish. You got a few minutes left, I guess. I'm not sure what time it is, but hey, watch the mailbox, Aaron. I want to shoot a little contribution. Hey, Chuck, you're there. Did you get my email? I sent you an email. I made a suggestion about a guest and to get your address so I could shoot you a little contribution too. haven't heard back from you. It's like a little over a week.
Oh, well, you know what? If it's been a little over a week, it must have been discarded or ended up in the wrong place. I think I have your email address, but if you wouldn't mind, just shoot me a blank email, and I'll make sure to be on the lookout for it and find it. But
I'll just resend the one. I'll resend the one I sent you because I had a little suggestion for a possible guest in there. And
sure.
Because I know you were in the process of moving a few months ago. So I will shoot it back to you again then.
Yeah, same address still works, by the way. So you know,
it's getting forwarded. You don't have a new.
Nah, there's an issue with that. But my address is you know,
the way it was before. So
yeah, and that's the thing is you don't know the complications with. I got to tell you, one of these days I'm going to do a show about what the hell is wrong with the post office. You know, your former employer there, Aaron.
Yes, I know them well.
That's his buddies.
Oh my God, I really just. Anyway, I'm not going to take up time here. But Ed,
don't. I'm going to just shoot you the email again, and
sure,
and hopefully, it gets caught this time.
No, absolutely, man. I'll be on the lookout for it. Maybe it went in the spam folder. I don't know. You know, emails are weird at this point.
No worries, man. No worries. I know you have a lot more going on with the technology than I do. So
yeah,
I got one email thing that I hardly use.
No, I just want you to know you were not intentionally ignored, though, Ed, regardless. So.
No, I did not think that.
Okay.
I did not think that.
Cool. All right.
I will shoot it to you again.
Great. Thank you.
And, yeah. Okay, man, I'm going to get off here, Uncle.
Okay.
It was a pleasure talking to you guys again. And
do you have
just keep on keeping on, and don't wear that mask all the time, especially when you're outdoors, okay?
All right.
I'm always not wearing it indoors.
yeah, not in.
All right, man.
Thanks,
Love
Ed.
you
Thank
guys.
you for
Take
everything.
care.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ed. Here is our friend Ed.
Right. So it turns out you guys have about 9 or maybe 10 minutes left to the show, just so you know.
All right, nice. Okay, this has been a good show, Uncle.
What a good show.
We're rolling right along.
I don't mind. One better than none, is what they say.
Yeah, caller. Yeah.
Cool.
It was a good call. Always good to talk to Ed. Always good.
I was going to mention him about something else, but he thought so fast. I was going to ask him, did he have any more of my cards?
Oh, the cards.
Does he got any more too?
I gotta do
some of them out. And then boy here.
I need to do a mail day because I need to mail a number of things to a number of people. I haven't been to the post office in a while. I'll just get my mail in order. I'll go and I'll send it all out one day.
Yeah,
I have a few things to send out.
Well, I got a load still.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Chucky here don't have any.
Yeah, no, I don't. And I also need a picture of Uncle wearing the Ocelli Effect hat because
I haven't even taken that. That's how bad it is. All you gotta do is get a picture of the hat. We're gonna have time in the next few days. We'll have to get a picture of you with that hat.
We'll do that and tour everything out for the mail. And with the cards and all that.
Actually, we might be able to get in a very picturesque setting even. So maybe we'll make that happen.
Killer.
I was thinking
Yeah.
The unbalance of my very loud voice in the chat room. I apologize. I cannot seem to yank Aaron and Uncle's sound up much louder, and mine is at a natural normal. This is a problem with his mixer. I apologize. But it's very difficult to keep up with it because it does shift a few times on me, too, during this broadcast. I've tried to keep it even. My apologies, guys.
I think this is the straw that's probably breaking the camel's back. I'm just have to get that nicer mixer.
Gotta get another one.
I think I'm gonna get. There's this Yamaha that I had in mind. I think I'm gonna buy that. So I'll probably buy that mixer. Yeah. So we'll have to do that.
Switch it off. Take it off. These were sort of easier way. Pop this off. Put the new one in here, and it'll be on air in less than 2 minutes.
Exactly.
I mean, it won't take that long.
Yeah, it's the same general setup. It's just a different mixer, a new one, hopefully one that holds up a little better than this, because this one's just too sensitive. It's got all these problems with the connections.
You might be able to clean it up with some of that forced air, like you used to clean out a keyboard. You might actually be able to clean it up. It's another option.
Okay. Yeah.
There's lights on in here. Parking lights, you got the red, right?
Yeah, we got the lights going. We got at least the lights work. We got that. That's good.
That's when Lisa
That's
knows
good
it's
enough.
working. That's where you can tell it's working.
The lights are working. We got that.
Yeah.
The sound could be better. At least it's not completely out of whack. It works a little bit. Just a little bit. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on here tonight. We talked about a lot of issues. Uncle, should we move on to shout-outs right now? Do we want to do them?
Yeah, do a shout-out. I'd like to shout-out, like you were saying, to our old friend that passed away, Rainbow.
Yeah.
I'd put a shout-out to him because
Paul
he
Bear
was
Vasquez.
Paul Bear Vasquez. I'm sure I miss him, too.
Yeah.
All the others that...
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good shout-out for sure. And yeah, I mean, we were going to do more shows. I had all sorts of things I wanted to talk to him about, and it's just, I mean...
Right. Give a tap on your gain again, Aaron. And because you're breaking up.
Hello. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
I can see I've showed up again.
Shoot up.
Okay. Well, if you'd like to make a donation, oh gosh, we are on Patreon, patreon.com/Aaron Franz. If anybody wants to sign up to that, it will help. That way we get the new mixer and everything's good to go. Let's see here. Shout outs. Let's just shout out Black Lives Matter. I haven't mentioned that explicitly. We've just been talking about the protests, so we'll say the Black Lives Matter. It's an important issue, and I'm behind it. And so, yeah, I hope that the people on TV don't start trying to blame COVID Wave 2 on the protests, or they need to be slapped around a little bit, metaphorically speaking, of course.
I take a while.
Again, tap the gain.
Yeah, I know. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Oh, wait. No, there we go. Wait, now I'm forgetting who's who. Oh, gosh.
Hello?
What a
Hello?
You guys are running. Sorry, but you disappeared again. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm literally stabbing my mixer with a kebab stick. 2 kebab sticks. It's like we're barbecuing, but we're not going to eat anything. I don't.
Was that better?
I think so.
No, that's terrible. Beginning and ending the show with the same issue. Oh, man.
Yeah, I think it's time to go.
Okay, next week, hopefully the new mixer comes in. Otherwise, we're in trouble. So
definitely be in trouble.
I will order one.
Yeah.
And we should be okay. I think maybe we should just end the show here. Is that going to be okay if we just end it now? Or Chuck, rather?
It's your call. It's just fine. I would say that take a second, though, to tap the gains on each of the mic lines, and then you can close out the show clearly. Again, my apologies. I cannot control the connections that are in California when I'm sitting in Georgia. Unfortunately, I think you guys are going to need, although try, if you can, get yourself a can of that air and just blow out all the pots on your dials there, on your knobs. You got to blow out the dust under the knobs, Uncle, because sometimes it messes with the connections. This is a good thing for you guys to do. Of course, I have a similar issue with my mixer. It's just that mine was a little more stable, or has been anyway lately, than yours was tonight. So, Aaron, give her a shot. See if we can get some shout-outs out and on your way out the door here.
Okay. I am shouting out now. Okay, shout out Black Lives Matter. I think you heard that.
You sound good. How about Uncle?
Hello, beef people. Shout out to you, and a shout out to the Sword Man, of course.
Beef people. Maybe we could put the beef people's beef onto these kebab sticks.
Kebab stick.
And lay them on top of the old mixer when we burn it, because we're sick of it. And then that'll be the ritual.
This has been here since we were here in Orange. This sucker took us all the way to the start of Orange, you know.
Yes, I understand the sentimentality, Uncle, but it's just an inanimate object which will burn and it will pay for its sins.
Yeah.
I understand your connection to it, but it will pay the ultimate price, and it will be put to death, and I will not forgive it for what it has done. I will show no mercy, and it will be executed. There you go. Don't say I can't be evil.
Getting crazy here, people.
Let's see here. So,
oh, by the way, for the ending of the show, we forgot to tell us, everybody, Sidekick, the happy birthday for tomorrow. It's his birthday.
Oh, thank you.
That's the end of the show to give a mention to say.
Okay, thank you.
Forgot about that.
All right, I think I know what I'm going to get myself.
Oh, yeah.
As a gift, I'm going to get a mixer, so it's going to be good. And then, so it's going to be a fun time. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have fun. Get a few days off here and relax some.
I think you need it.
Yeah, I could use it. Yeah, it'd be nice.
Exactly. So happy birthday in advance, Aaron Franz.
Thank you, Chuck. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be good. Thank you, everybody in the chat room. I see that, yes. What else, Uncle? What else do we need to tell people before we go out here in a couple minutes?
We also want to know the people that are the regulars, hopefully, will back on when be able to talk to some.
Yeah.
So for the, I say, the next week's show,
Yeah, we'll be back.
So we'll know, because I know it's a little slow. I know this problem with this 4919 thing, and then the riots. I can understand. I get you. I got you understanding the reasons.
Indeed.
So,
yeah, we understand it all. You have to understand and accept things as they are.
That's what I'm doing now, accepting these things.
Yep.
So, can't do this, can't go out.
I always forget the phrase, the adage. What is it? It's like, Lord, give me the strength to handle all the stuff I don't like, and the strength to, it's something about, to do what I'm able to do, but then be okay with the stuff I can't do. Chuck, do you know what that one is?
God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. See? Yeah,
See, I am a multi-faith minister. Anyway.
Nice. Well, thank you, Minister Chuck. We needed that. Oh, and then there's Kyrie Eleison. That's just simply, Lord, give me strength. Yeah, I like that one, too.
Always
good song.
Good song?
Yeah, Kyrie Eleison, on this road that I must travel.
Oh, yes, I heard something like that.
You heard that one before?
I think I heard something like that.
Yeah.
Nice track. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
It's looking
All right, so that's about it.
Okay, that's the end of the show.
Say bye-bye, because there's no music.
You can't. I bet it's there. We just don't hear it.
I know.
It's there. It's the end.